Hey all, Hipper here. So today we are taking out the Minotaur, and this is one of my favorite ships, if not, probably, actually, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of favorite ships, but this is definitely one of them. And you always, well, not always, but you often hear me, harping on about how important it is to have speed, and this is why, because you can get into good positions like this before anyone else can really move out of the spawn position. And I already have torps off to consolidate my position in here, and I am getting the Kleber here as well. I didn't hit him there at all. That's a little bit weird because I think I aimed pretty much spot on, and he should have been dead. But yeah, well, what can you do? Anyway, I have this cap now, and if I make it to the island here on the other side, and again, that's what the speed is for, it is going to be really hard to push me out because you have to have more than one ship doing it. And here's a Des Moines, and I hate Des Moines. And there is no better feeling than denying a cap for a Des Moines. And he's also in a really bad position there because I can Citadel him. And yoink, yoink, yoink. That's pretty much the end of him. And I'll just reiterate what a good feeling it is to absolutely punish a Des Moines. I mean, other than Baltimore, it's one of my absolute hate ships in this game here. So I don't get the kill because he turns... Well, actually I do get the kill. Wow. Well, there you go. I didn't realize that. Anyway, like I said before, the Des Moines rudely interrupted me. This position here is really good because one ship, you will need a minimum of 2 ships to dislodge a Minotaur from this position here because, a battleship, yeah, well, I'm gonna see that coming, and I have my sonar on so I can see whatever is going on the other side of the island. And if a battleship were to approach me, I would just line up and torp him with my 10 torpedoes per side. So that's a no-go, obviously. A destroyer can't do anything because I have radar and I have it ready, and any destroyer that comes within my radar range is dead. And the Kleber here, he's trying to keep the cap, but because I have my sonar on, I'm keeping him spotted. So that's, of course, unfortunate for him, and that's, making him leave. And that's what we want. So also, if you look at my teammates, 2 of them are actually in a really good position because they are backing me up. They're not moving too far ahead or doing anything silly. They're just backing up my risky play here, and that's what you want. And usually when these plays here don't work out, it's I'm not gonna blame teams for my risky plays because risky play is a risky play. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't pay off, and then just move on. But the instances where it doesn't pay off is usually because your team isn't really backing you up. Like either the battleships are too far away, or they're not positioned, like they're sitting behind an island or something. And like in this position here, you would be able to be flanked by 2 ships at a minimum. Like I said, 1 ship is not going to be a problem. But 2, depending on which ships they are, and depending on if they are, coming from 2 sides or 1 side, would be more of a problem. Not so much if one of them was a destroyer, that wouldn't really matter that much. But anyway, I can sit here in peace and quiet and farm the Yamato here. And the red guys spawned over here on this side. There's not really anything they can do because, like I said, if they want to dislodge me here, they're going to have to at least put 2 ships on the task, and now I have backup, as you saw right there, so it's even harder. Like, they missed their chance. So this flank here is won, and that's pretty much all there is to it, because that Des Moines was trying to get into a position to defend this flank here, and didn't work out too well for him because I was already so far inside the cap that I was able to Citadel him, and that's what you want. That's what you want, and you need your team to back you up. Obviously, this is no different from any other play, really. I mean, no one is a Superman in this game. If you don't have team backup, well, you're probably going to lose. So there's some more torpedoes there. I was like, oh, are we actually going to take a torpedo? But I thought, nah, we're not. So see how the Kleber is hanging around here instead of spotting? I mean, there is no way he's going to be able to grab this cap from me. So he might as well go do something else. And this must be the luckiest Kleber in the world. And I actually think the Minotaur and the Kleber are in a division now that I think about it. So obviously they had a little plan here, but it didn't really work out because I was ready for it. I knew the Minotaur was there, and you know, as long as I don't show broadside to the other Minotaur, I'm gonna be fine. But I do need to turn here, and I'm taking a little bit of damage. But I don't want to sit out there in case the Kleber comes in with torps firing. And you can also see like they are really insisting on killing me. It's a little bit strange, but let's just leave it at that, shall we? So the Minotaur is on the run, and the Kleber is down to like no hit points. So yeah, that was a wasted move there because I didn't give up the cap, and I never give up a cap. So if you are playing with me in a game and you are expecting me to give up a cap, it's not gonna happen. I will rather sink inside the cap than give it up, and that's just the way it is. So as you can see here, I can't really move out yet because there's battleships on the other side, and as it is now, we are way ahead on points, so there's really no like pressing need to move out. I'm just gonna bide my time in here a little bit and see what actually happens, and if, you know, that Kleber could possibly, you know, try to take me on again, and that would be of course excellent. We would like that very much. But I did, you know, give him a bit of a lesson there, and I should have sunk him in that first encounter where I missed the first salvo, and I should go back and actually have another look, because I thought that was actually really weird, because I think I overshot him, and not just overshot him, I overshot him by a mile or something like that, but we'll see. So it looks like the Minotaur has run away, or he's sunk or whatever, but he's not around anymore, and the Kleber is undefended, so we're gonna give it another shot here, and that annoying light, whatever, tower got in the way, but we might still be yeah. That is one lucky Kleber, the one there. But at least he's on the run, and there's not really anything he can do. He's so low on health that if he gets spotted, he's dead. So I am fully aware of this Bourgogne here that's, you know, moving in. But, like, I'm over the battle, really. I've done my part, and I'm ready to move on, and we're going to win. So, I mean, I could sit in my spawn for even longer and be even more miserable and bored, but I'm not going to. I am going to go out and get a cheap kill and probably die in the process, but that will make me move on to the next battle a little bit faster, and that will make me less bored, which is a good thing. And he got a nice shot there, but that's his second salvo, and I mean, fast rudder Minotaur is actually quite difficult to Citadel unless you are, you know, within like 6-7 kilometers, which he is now, and I just get him, and he gets me, and that's fair enough. I had my fun, and I'm ready to move on to the next battle, but I'm actually going to stick around in this battle here, which is a little bit like, I usually don't do that, but it is actually a little bit closer than I thought. It's only 4 versus 3, so in hindsight I probably shouldn't have sacrificed myself there, but my flank is more than secured, and it's the right flank that has been a little bit lacking in performance here. So that's my excuse. So there's only you know a few minutes left, or actually 5 minutes left. But yeah, oh, 2 reds down, and that leaves us 1 red. So that was a pretty good move right there. I didn't actually see what happened, but that was good. And it's just a cruiser left, and it's probably the Minotaur, actually. Well, I think it is. And that means that he will be, you know, disposed of very, very quickly. Because, yeah, well, it's a Minotaur, and there's no way he can defend himself. Oh, it's a Yoshino. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, he's 1 versus 3, so, yeah, it's not going to take long. So, in the meantime, while these guys dispose of this unlucky Yoshino here, I will just reiterate, go in fast, you know, get into a good position within the cap that you can defend, and a position that's not too easily surrounded or flanked, and then just put a little bit of trust in your teammates. I know that's a risky proposition, and that's why these moves here don't work out all the time. And you know, sometimes you get blown out of the water in the first minute or something because no one backs you up. Yeah, and that's the way it is. I see that all the time. Like, oh, Hibber got sunk in the first minute of the game. Oh. And yeah, I did. And probably something to do with your teamwork. Anyway, that was the end of the battle. And as you can see, not like impressive damage. And 3000 XP. So yeah, pretty good. But yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. See you out there.